So we're slowly approaching our final DLC for Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker, at least for Season 8. And a lot of people have been thinking since we got a younger version of Naruto that the next DLC is going to be a younger version of Sasuke. In particular, Curse Mark Sasuke. And that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video, even though we do think that the last DLC is going to be a healer. And I do feel like there's quite a few other characters that would fit this role of being a healer a lot better than Curse Mark Sasuke. There is a possibility that we could get this, and I'm just going to be giving y'all my concept for Sasuke today, whether he's a healer or not, or whether we even get him or not. But, you know, I'm not saying that I think we're going to get Curse Mark Sasuke, but I thought this would be something interesting for y'all to do, give y'all a DLC concept, man. But if there's anything you might be interested in, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things. And today's anime question is going to be, what do you rate my Sasuke DLC concept after you listen to it, man? Give me a rating, man, on a scale of B to S, man. Let me know how excited you'd be for this DLC that I actually pitched for y'all. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and hop straight into this video. Okay, man, so we hop into this prediction, man. For the sake of, you know, just keeping things simple, we're going to be going with it like as it's going to be a healer DLC, you know, because I think that's what we're going to get. But I think this DLC concept could work for, you know, pretty much any of the classes a little bit, man. But when we talk about some things, of course, the first award is going to be the character unlock. We're going to get Sasuke. I think his fighting style would kind of be a little bit similar to the other Sasuke, but maybe, you know, he uses a kunai or some other stuff, but I don't think his moveset is going to be nothing really too crazy. As far as the first ninjutsu, it's going to be the fire style Heavenly Fireball Jutsu, and I think a lot of the moves with this Sasuke is going to be using his Curse Mark. And the way this would work is the user fires out a nature-infused fireball. After the explosion, there are flames left on the battlefield for a short time, burning those who touch it. And I feel like this one would activate a little bit similar to Dragon Flame Bomb, but I think this one have a guard break, and since it has a little bit of nature chakra in it, because we know that the Curse Mark isn't really Sage chakra, but it does have a little bit of nature properties since we saw that from Jugo. We know that nature jutsu tends to break reinforcement jutsu in Shinobi Striker, so I think this would be a good fireball for the healer types that allows them to break through rock and things like Needle Jizo and stuff like that. As far as the next ninjutsu, is going to be the Lion's Barrage. I think this is something that we've been needing for Sasuke. And the user kicks the opponent to the air, following up with a leg drop, slamming the opponent into the ground. This move can be chained as other attacks. So I think, you know, whenever you bring them down with the leg drop, they're maybe going to bounce off the ground, which can allow you to maybe follow up and do some more combos, or maybe you can even hit them with something else. I think this one have a similar range, maybe to Tornado High or also Flash Slice, having a little bit of a similar activation. And since we know that healer types have an easy guard break with their heavy attack, I think this would also go into the things of doing a good job of doing guard breaks, with this being unblockable. As far as the substitution, I think that we can get a Sharingan substitution. I think this one will act a little bit similar to the Baryon substitution that we have, and basically you use the power of the Sharingan to avoid an attack and follow up with your own. Substitution cooldown is reduced and evasion speed is increased. Yes, this is going to be a substitution that reduces the cooldown to get the substitution back again, so you can get it back faster. I think this would be pretty good. I think it'd be pretty cheesy. It would be cheesy, but I think it'd be a little bit, you know, making it a little bit realistic to the Sharingan, where he can keep using it to read the moves. Now, I don't think this would be like 5-second cooldown. I think it starts off at 20 seconds, and maybe the reduction, it's a great reduction, so maybe it makes you get it back in maybe like 15 to 16 seconds, which is still a little cheesy, but it's not, you know, that powerful of a substitution, even though it does allow you to hit them and get the upper hand of your combo. I think this would be pretty good for the Sharingan to find a way to implement it for the healer types. Well, this is one that everybody will be able to use, but it's a nice way to implement it for Sasuke. And the secret technique would be the Curse Mark of Heaven level 2. And the way this one will work is the user fully activates the Curse Seal of Heaven, growing wings and gaining dark gray skin, resulting in a great movement speed, defense, attack speed, dash distance, and attack power boost. The user's health recovers slowly. Additional input will trigger an Onyx Chidori, piercing the enemy targeted. The user is stunned and has their ninjutsu cooldown reset after deactivation. So I think this one will be very canon to how it feels with Sasuke using the level 2 activation. Of course, he's going to not really have any chakra, and he's going to be vulnerable after he uses this, but the power that you get from actually activating the Curse Mark is going to be pretty crazy, because it pretty much boosts everything. I think this would be a pretty strong ultimate for the healer types to have, and I do think the Onyx Chidori would be pretty much one shot, and they can maybe give you an animation where he's like piercing you through your heart, kind of like how he was doing it when he did it with Naruto, even though that wasn't the Onyx Chidori. But I think this would be a pretty good ultimate for the healer types to allow them to deal some damage and maybe just do something for them. It's not very support heavy, and this DLC concept in general is not really support heavy, and that's why I kind of don't really feel like Curse Mark Sasuke fits the healer type, but I tried to find some way to implement some things in there. As far as the cosmetics, man, I think we get a Curse Mark. We can get get the half and the full version where it's covering your body halfly and when it's covering your body fully without you having the actual star and the level 2 transformation. I think another cosmetic that we could finally give if they actually want to do the right thing is giving us the Sharingan eyes. We've been wanting this for so long. This would be the perfect chance to do it. Or they could just give us some random Sasuke outfit from a movie. We could also get a Shinobi boost, and I think another thing we can get is Sasuke's hair, the Curse Mark released version where it's longer and it's also darker. I think this would be pretty good, with us also getting the title of probably something like Avenger, since we know Sasuke was all about revenge and, you know, getting revenge on his brother during this time and all that stuff, man. But let me know how y'all actually felt about my concept. Like I said, give me a rating from S to B, man. Let me know what y'all think about it and, you know, how you think this would affect the game. I think the main thing that I think y'all might have a little bit of a complaint about is probably the substitution. I did go a little bit out there with the substitution, but I think this would be pretty cool and pretty interesting, man. But yeah, let me know your comments and all that stuff. Let me know who you actually think is going to be the next DLC, the final DLC, which we probably should be getting in a few weeks if it's not already released by the time you're seeing this video, man. But hope y'all enjoyed this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell, do all those nice things, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, man. We up.